Hi, my name is Dasha, and today I'll be taking you through a full body sculpt. So we're going to be focusing on the glutes, the core, the shoulders, and it's going to be really quick and efficient, and it's going to be a nice burn. So let's get right to it. You don't need anything, just you and your mat, no weights, and let's get started. I want you to get started right away. Come into tabletop, roll your shoulders back, tuck your core in, and lengthen through your spine. Lift your right leg out long behind you and your left arm up towards the sky. Big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch everything knee to nose. Just like that, keep breathing. Engage your core. Give me 10, 9. Lengthen your spine. 7. Relax those shoulders. 6. 5. Keep your leg high. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold here at the top and drop everything down to the ground and up. Down and up. Keep your hips square so one isn't higher than the other. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze at the top. 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep breathing. 2. On 1, you're gonna hold the top, hold, and just pulse, pulse, pulse. Make sure everything is squeezed together really tight. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring both hands down to the ground. Roll out your shoulders again. Keep your core really tight. Lift your left leg out behind you and your right arm up to the sky. From here, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring everything in. Just like that. Give me 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your core as you come in. 7, 6, 5. Keep your shoulders relaxed. 4, 3. Squeeze your glute. 2, and 1. When you lengthen out long, bring everything up and down. Up, down. Squeeze your glutes together. 10, 9, 8. Keep your neck long. 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7. See if you can go higher for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up higher. 1, and come back down. Bring your knees out long and just fall back into child's pose. Bring your arms out long in front of you and just give your spine a nice stretch. Bring your arms and your palms over to the right hand side and feel the stretch in your left side. And over to the left. And breathe into it. Feel a good stretch on your right. And come back to center. Come back to tabletop. Tuck your toes underneath you and lift into downward facing dog. Right here, just pedal out your feet. Give the back line of your legs a nice stretch. And come back into center for downward facing dog. Relax your shoulders. Think about building length in your spine. From here, I want you to tuck your tailbone underneath, crunch your core, and create a wave-like motion all the way through the spine, up to your head and into high plank. From high plank, you're going to tuck your chin into your chest and do the same wave-like motion back into downward facing dog. We're gonna do that 5 times through. Big wave-like motion to the front. And big wave-like motion to the back. 4 more times. Keep everything really tight. When you crunch up, make sure your core is engaged. 3, 2. Keep your arms nice and tight. Give me one last one, good one. Come back to downward facing dog. And shift into a high plank. From here, relax your shoulders, roll them back into your spine. Engage your core and bring a slight bend into your elbows. From here, we're just gonna tap out. So bring your right foot up and left foot out. 10 on each side. Need 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Really working on our shoulder blades here. Keep breathing. 3, 2, keep your core tight. 1, and come back to center. Pivot onto the edges of your feet and bring your arm up to the sky into side plank. And hold for 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your core and lift your hips up even higher. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift up higher. 1, and come back to center into downward facing dog. Roll out those shoulders, give them a nice little break. And from here, come back into a high plank. In high plank, you're gonna drop your knees just 1 inch off of the ground. Don't let them touch the ground. And come back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze everything in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Spin onto your edges of your feet and lift into side plank on your left. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze your core. Lift your hips up even higher for 2, and 1. Come back to a high plank and back in a downward facing dog. This coming back into this position is just to stretch out our shoulders, give them a tiny little break as we're really working into them right now. Inhale, come back to high plank. Lift your right leg high. Squeeze your glutes together. Make sure that your body isn't coming up like this or dropping too far down, and hold a nice plank here. From here, you're just gonna pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, relax your shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top and crunch right knee into left elbow and back out for 10, 9, 8, 7, keep breathing, for 6, 5, 4, exhale as you come in for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to high plank and into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Take a deep breath. Come back into a high plank. We're gonna do the other side. So lift your left leg high and hold here. Engage your core and squeeze your glutes in. And lift for 10, 9, 8. Small, tiny pulses for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top and bring your left knee to meet your right elbow. And back out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, feel the burn in your shoulders. 2, and 1. Come back to high plank and downward facing dog. And come down to your knees. Come back into child's pose and just stretch. Engage your arms and keep lifting and energizing all the way through your fingertips so they're not touching the ground, but rather keep engaged. And breathe. And come back to center. Bring your knees in. And from here, we're just gonna roll out our shoulders. From back to front. And the other way. Lift your arms up over your head. And stretch to your right. And up and over to your left. And up. And meet me in a tabletop position. From here, you're gonna bring both elbows down to the ground and lift your right leg high. Squeeze your glutes together, engage your core, and squeeze your inner thighs so that way your leg isn't out here or too far over to the side. From here, we're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keep thinking about keeping everything super still and only your leg moves for 10, 9, 8, 7. Relax your shoulders. 6, 5. Make this slow and controlled for 4, 3. Breathe for 2. And on 1, hold to the top. Flex your foot in and go pulse, pulse out. Pulse, pulse out. Keep this really tight. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make this a resistance movement for 5, 4. Feel your hamstrings turn on for 3, 2, and 1. Hold out long. Point your toe, and we're going to do small circles out and out. Really tiny 1-inch circles. Keep breathing. Let go of any tension, anything that does not need to be worked right now. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing your glutes. 2, and 1. And go the other way. In towards your leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold there. Lift your right palm up on the mat and bring your body to the side. Keep your your right leg lifted long and bring it out in front or out to the side of you. From here, you're just gonna squeeze in towards your chest and back out. Squeeze your left glute and crunch with your core. Turn on your obliques for 10, 9, breathe, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top for 1, hold here, and bring back into your chest. Lower your knees so it hovers 1 inch off the ground. From here, you're just going to lift, open up your hips, and back down for 10, 9, keep your core tight, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, breathe, 2, and 1. Come back to center and roll back onto your heels. Stretch out your right side and breathe into it. Inhale. Exhale it all out. Come back to center, and we're gonna do this on the opposite side. So I'm gonna switch over, come back to your elbows, and lift your left leg out long. From here, we're just gonna take toe touches down to the ground. Bring your leg down and back up. Down and up. Keep your hips squared and engage your core. Lift your neck nice and long for 10, 9, 8, slow and controlled, 7, 6, squeeze your glute, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top, flex your foot in, and go pulse, pulse in towards your butt and out. Pulse, pulse out. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7. Think about squeezing your hips together and your inner thighs tight. Give me 4, 3, 2, slow and resistant, 1. Point your toe and small circles out to the side. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep squeezing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And go the other way for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Breathe through it for 5, 4, 3. Relax those shoulders. 2, and 1. From here, I want you to come up to your left palm and keep your right elbow down on the ground. Your left leg stays lifted, and you're gonna crunch in and back out. Keep your left hip nice and open for 10, 9, exhaling as you come down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, crunching everything in as you come in for 3, 2, last one, 1. Hold your leg out long, bring it back behind you. Bring it in towards you and lower and hover 1 inch off the ground. Don't let it touch your mat. From here, you're just gonna lift up, open your left hip up and down, up and down. Really make your knee hip length or hip height and lift it back down for 10, 9, squeeze your right glute, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center and sit back onto your heels. This time, take your weight over to your left hip and breathe into it. One big inhale through our nose. And exhale it all out. Come back to center. And come back to tabletop. I want you to spin out onto your butt, and we're gonna come back onto our back. From here, bring out your legs up towards the sky. We're gonna bring them down to a 45-degree angle and back up. Keep your back all the way on the ground. Don't let it lift up, so that way you're creating space like a little mountain on your back and between the mat. Always make sure that it's sealed tight. Bend your knees if you have to, and send your arms out long for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep breathing for 3, and 2, and 1. Send your knees out to a 45-degree angle, and from here we're just going to flutter kick for 10, 9, squeeze your core, relax your shoulders, keep everything on the ground for 5, 4, 3, see if you can go a little bit lower for 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest and lift them up towards the sky. Bring your hands behind your head, and we're gonna lift with our right arm up towards our left ankle and back down. Left arm comes to right ankle and down. The head, neck, and shoulders comes off of the mat each time as you exhale up. Inhale up, exhale up. Inhale. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep lifting, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your legs nice and long and hold. Bring your knees and your palms to meet, and bring your shins tabletop to the ground. From here, I want you to just press your palms into your knees and let your knees press into your palms. Create that resistance and keep pushing into each other. As you do this, you're gonna feel your core really turn on. Give me 10, push as hard as you can for 9, 8, 7, 6, if you're pushing hard enough, you should be on fire for 4, 3, 2, push a little bit more, and 1. Bring your hands behind your head and send your left leg out long. Bring your left elbow into your right knee and back to center, both legs. And go to the opposite side and back. For bicycles, slow and controlled for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4, 3, Lift your chin off your chest for 1. And back to center. Bring your knees in towards yourself and give yourself a nice little rock. From here, I want your feet to plant onto the ground and bring your hands behind your head. We're gonna take around the world, so we're gonna go from right to left first, bringing our body over to the left side, lifting up towards the center, and back to the left and down. Go right, center, left, down. Right, center, left, down. Keep your shoulders lifted off the ground. Neck stays long for 10. Hit all points. 9. 8. 7. Make it so slow that you feel the squeeze on each side of your core. Give me 5. Start to make this a big flow and circular motion for 3. And 2. Last one. And come back to center. Take one big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep your hands behind your head and feet exactly where they are. We're gonna take this on the other side. So go straight to your left side. Think about lifting up through the center. Engage your core. Go to the right and back down. Keep your elbows out long. Down and back down for 10. Center, right, down for 9. Center, right, down, 8. As you go to the sides, think about crunching through your side obliques. 6. 5. Start to make this one big fluid motion for 4. 3. Keep your shoulder blades and chin lifted high for 2. Give me one last really good one. And 1. Whew. Come back to center, bring your knees into your chest. And side rock really quickly here. And come back to center. Bring your knees up towards the wall. And you're just going to drop your left leg down and come back up. Your left leg comes down and up. Keeping your right leg long, lifted for 10. 9. Breathe as you come up. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Come back to center. Bring your legs up long towards the sky, and we're gonna take our right leg down for 10. Keep your left leg bent. 9. 8. 7. 6. Keep your core really tight and back on the ground for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring both legs up towards the sky and into your chest. And just rock from side to side again. And come back to center. From here, you're gonna lift both legs up towards the sky again and bring them out into a V shape. Make sure your hips stay in line with your your legs stay in line with your hips, and bring your palms together to meet you in the center. From here, lift up and crunch and back down. Up, down, down for 10. 9. Make sure your legs don't fall forward or too far back. And keep it right at center. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the top and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Static hold at the top. Breathe here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep breathing. 1. Lift a little bit higher and back down. Relax your body. Give yourself a nice long stretch. Bring your arms out long and your legs out long. Breathe into your core. Give your body oxygen. Give your muscles some love. And big exhale it all out. Bring your knees in and grab at your knees and just rock and roll back up to a seat. Cross your legs over one another and bring your palms to your mat. Back into high plank. From here, we're just going to rock forward and back. Keeping our core turned on still, and back. For 10, 9, slow and controlled. 8, 7, relax your shoulders, keep thinking about rolling them back and down your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, keep your legs tight and your neck long. For 1, hold high plank and drop down. From here, we're just coming down to a seat. You made it. And we're just going to stretch up. Bring your arms up over your head. And cactus your arms out, lifting your chest, cracking it wide open. We've been on our shoulders, so bring your elbows back and let your front line of your body just drag you forward. Inhale. And exhale back down. Lift your left arm up, over you to the right. And come back to center, right arm over your left. And back to center. Roll up those shoulders. And give yourself any additional wiggles, anything. Feel free to give yourself any more stretches, anything that's gonna feel good in your body. But thank you so much. As always, please give me your feedback. I would love if you have any other questions or comments, anything, please reach out. But otherwise, thank you so much.